Hi, everybody. Dr. Mingle, Superintendent of the Warren Township Schools, here to share some information with you about the referendum that the Warren Township Board of Education is putting in front of the Warren voters on March 11th, 2025. This referendum is to respond to a need for capital improvements which maintain the existing school facilities, primarily in a way that provides for the health and safety of students and staff. The district has been methodically saving for such needs through its capital reserve fund for many years. The district, as a result of going out to referendum to the public, can receive about 34% of the project costs from the state of New Jersey in the form of state debt service aid. So this is a process that is only available to the school district when a referendum goes to the voters and is approved by a majority. At that point, the state kicks in about a third of the money. With the combination of the money the district has already put aside in its capital reserves and this support from the state, there would be no tax impact as a result of the referendum. In other words, all of the money that it takes to pay for the projects is already allocated. It just needs your approval in order to move forward. So what's in this referendum? There are projects across all of the district's schools that address pressing needs for capital improvements. I'll go through each location all one at a time in just a minute, but first I want to show what that financial data actually looks like here on the bottom. The total anticipated cost of all the projects is about $8.5 million, with anticipated state debt service aid of about $2.9 million. That leaves the local cost at $5.6 million. The district currently has more than that amount of money in its capital reserves, and so will be able to fully pay for the district's allocation of the referendum costs with no additional taxes raised from the residents. So the projects that are common across various district schools are adding exterior strobe lights at each school. This is a safety feature recommended by the Somerset County Prosecutor's Office. It's a way to signal to people outside of the building when there is an emergency of some kind, helps first responders as they are coming into an unknown situation as well. There's also replacement of the public address systems at all 5 schools. Many of these systems are very outdated. In some cases, they are spotty in how well they work in certain locations. And so this is a safety need as well to make sure that we have the ability to communicate effectively across all of our campuses in a way that meets modern safety and security expectations. And finally, there are security camera replacements at all 5 schools. The camera system in place now is almost a decade old. The technology has changed dramatically in what's available, not only for our administrators and our security staff who are monitoring what's going on in schools and responding and investigating incidents that occur, but also in the way that the Warren Township Police and other law enforcement agencies can engage with our security system in the event of an emergency. At ALT, in addition to those projects already named, there are interior floor repairs in several parts of the school where floors have been cracked or need to be replaced for other reasons, and a full interior corridor door replacement project. This is actually a year-by-year plan at every school to replace, in many cases, what are original doors to the construction of the buildings with modern doors that automatically close and lock and meet more stringent safety and security requirements. So ALT's doors would be replaced throughout the entire building through this referendum. In addition, at all the elementary schools, there would be a full replacement of the playground equipment. As you know, if you have young children, the playgrounds vary from school to school in the level of what they provide and how up to date they are. In some cases, the playground equipment is so old that we can't really replace the parts when there are needs for repairs. And so at this point, we think it's ideal to replace all 4 schools' playgrounds with modern, safe equipment for children of all ages. As these are a community resource after school and on weekends, we think this is an especially important part of this referendum project, and that will occur at all 4 elementary schools. Moving on to Central School, there's replacements and repairs of various storage and millwork. These are the areas where closet doors and cubbies and things in classrooms that need to be updated. And then, of course, the playground, as we talked about, would be replaced there as well. At Mount Horeb School, interior door replacement, like we talked about at ALT, and the playgrounds being replaced there too. And at Woodland School, just the playground. There are other projects that have taken place separately at Woodland School. In this referendum, it's just the playground replacement that would be on the docket for Woodland School. And then at the middle school, in addition to the security items we already talked about, interior door replacement, as we've discussed, and the security vestibule upgrade at the front of the building, at the front entrance. For those of you with middle school aged children, you know that the middle school is the only place where when visitors are buzzed in, they walk into an active hallway where students are before going through the visitor management system in the main office, and this would correct that issue at the middle school. In addition, there is a foldable wall that needs to be removed and replaced in one of the gym spaces as well. The security vestibule proposed for the middle school matches what we've done at the other elementary schools over the course of the last several years. We've done 2 other zero debt referendums in recent memory, and this would finish that process of moving to secure entrances at all of our buildings. As I said, we expect the cost to the district to be offset by nearly $3 million in state debt service aid, which is only available to us with voter support. And 100% of the district's expense would be funded through existing capital reserves that are already set aside and earmarked for these projects. With a combination of those 2 sources of funding, there will be no tax impact as a result of this referendum. Polls will be open on March 11, 2025. You can go to the district website at warrentboe.org/referendum for more information. And we appreciate your time and attention and your support.